Bunny. Hello, Matsumoto. Hello, Bunny. Hello. Alright. So... oh yeah, okay. So we're just like at the very beginning. I think. Like, this is like the first thing. Oh. The first thing that popped up when I opened the game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to expect because I know. Oh. I don't like that. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Okay. Oh, okay. Do we play? Break a leg? Thank you for wishing me good luck. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are also excited. I've heard a lot about this game. I've seen it a lot. I'm pretty sure all of you guys are actually seen this game a lot everywhere. I've just never came to play it because I heard it was a horror game and also, I don't know if I would enjoy it. But, you know, Ghost was nice enough to give me the game, and here we are. We're gonna try it out. Preferences? I'm gonna lower it a little bit. I'm gonna do it right here. I don't like how the music is kind of way. Hi, Christy. Hey. You're having good? Oh, I forgot it's like early in the morning for you. Make sure to drink some coffee. Oh wait, Naki, you don't like coffee, right, Aki? I remember. Make sure to drink some caffeinated tea to help you wake up. Drink like ice cold water to help you wake up. Also, the princess was so slay that they had to go slay the princess because she was so slay. You know what? You might be right about that. Chapter 1. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Whoa. Wait, do we actually have to slay her? Oh. Ooh! Okay! Wait, this is so cool! Hold up. I'm a lot more excited than I thought I'd be for this. Holy shit. Wait, oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. I like that. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Oh, that's a lot of options. Oh, okay. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin and turn around and leave. You want to be my princess? Of course you can. But that means I have to slay you. Are you okay with that? You chilling with my team in front of your shit? Ah, okay. I hope you're a little I hope you're cozy in your blankie. Slay me in other ways? Like different weapons? Okay, what if we just went the other way? It's like, we just leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Who even are you, narrator? The fuck? Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. And that's the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Okay. Why? My thing is, who the fuck is this? Who is this narrator? Why are we talking to this guy? Who is this? Who's even talking to us? What if I just quietly like? Is it the voices in my head? Am I doomed? Am I Delulu? I can't wait to see. Oh yeah. Look, thank you for the look. Thank you for the look, Aki. Thank you. So yeah. Hi, Chief. Look, I'm finally playing the game you gifted me. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Oh. The ghost and the Christy banter will now start too. Yeah, I don't know why whenever you guys banter, it's kind of funny. It makes my day for some reason because you guys are so funny. Ah, it's already started. Okay, so I know the first option. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna turn around and walk the other way, cause I'm just gonna quietly continue down the path away from the cabin because I feel like why is there a voice that's talking to us? Like, who is this? What if we pretend this voice doesn't exist? Maybe we're delusional. Maybe we're kind of delulu.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Voice of the hero. So this is my voice? No, but like, is this voice supposed to represent me, or am I just delusional?
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's two different people. You are delusional. Thank you, Kuro. Thank you. I know I am. I'm pretty delulu. And you know what? I am proud to be delulu, guys. Can be annoying if fun enjoys it. It's pretty good.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
This bastard. Or turning around and leaving
You're
again.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
Selfish?
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
What am I supposed to get? Like slay? Like slay? I don't know. Was I supposed to get something? What? Wasted risk. Oh, you know what? I got it. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, look, you know, I don't know how to respond to that. You know, slay back. You know, when ghost is called annoying. Damn, Kuro, you're in for a treat. I hope you take out your popcorn, Kuro, because watching Ghost and Christy banter is what, like, let me tell you, you're gonna have a great time. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path. I'm going back.
Silence is deafening.
I'm not talking to you. You're delulu.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
What
now,
the fuck?
I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated
I will
confrontation
deny
with the princess.
the universe. I will deny fate itself. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Oh, fine. Oh, yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Yep.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Now, why should I trust you, narrator? Random voice.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Guys, I don't like the sound.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Okay, what if we change the game to slay the narrator?
Wait, what's going on?
Slay the narrator!
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Alright, first of all, screw you. Second of all, screw you. Third, we're gonna slay the narrator. It's over.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, look at that! We're on the next chapter. Look at that.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh,
and
what?
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
He sounds more serious now. Whoa. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't you? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Oh, he walled me in? Slay the narrator. Guys, we should change the game to slay the narrator. Okay, yep, okay, heading to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. With the R to W. Not his fault. Okay, first, okay, look, I need some like, who even is this guy? Who is he even like narrating me? Alright, narrator. I'll let you win this time. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cab. Actually, wait, I can lie. Should I lie? What happens if I lie? Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. If you lie, you're a bad guy? Can you live with that? Being a liar? Yeah, but why do I have to be the one to do it? Alright, fine. We'll go in. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
What do you want?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're stuck going in there. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Narrator. You're kind of forcing us to slay this princess that we don't really know much about, and also you kind of walled us in. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? You know, yeah, maybe I should believe her. What?
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
I think you're playing around. That is true. Hey, okay.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Oh.
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Whee! I don't know, Mr. Narrator. I thought you were supposed to know everything.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You are selling the language, the word choices.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
That is true. Like, if this princess... Okay, there's like... I think... Like, the voice of the Contrarian is pretty nice because, like, the logic... Okay, I know I shouldn't be that dislogical, right? But, like, let's be real here, right? Like, if this princess is so strong enough to destroy the world, why are we just given a tiny dagger?
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Look, Mr. Narrator, let me just say this straight. Why don't you do this then? Why do I have to do this? Since you're saying it's so
if you're
simple.
going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Alright, we're gonna lose ourselves, guys.
Just ignore the stressful geometry. And
Geometry?
stay
Oh.
calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
That is true.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alright. Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
You can't see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Yeah, why would you lie about
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what
that?
needs to be
No,
done.
sir. Look, you can't just say that's meaningless. You've described windows, a table, a door, right? And like the floor and the walls, like everything except for a mirror. Can we approach the mirror, guys? I think we should approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Whoa. That's my hand? Okay, so we're not human. We're weird. What are we?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I didn't clip my nails? I don't know about that. Should we take the blade or enter the basement? Let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
What the fuck?
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, we're not. We're gonna leave. We're gonna go on our way out. Sorry, man. I'm sorry to bother you. We're just gonna leave right now. Right here, right here.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Okay, so we have 3 options. She sounds so pretty. We should get a look at her. I don't know. She does not sound pretty, guys. She kind of sounds like she wants to strangle me. I'm not gonna lie. She's kind of a little distorted, you know? Which one do we want to go? Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. Let's go take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you.
Okay.
You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
Ooh.
First, it's like a lovely
Guys, I'm not
plush
really
carpet,
liking how this
your
is
toes
looking.
digging down and barely hitting any resistance at
This
all.
is a...
But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
I don't like where this is
Time
going.
disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
My eyes!
Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
Oh, it's getting like
Until the only
less
things
like, oh my god, it's
experienced
just
are the
pencil
endless repeating
scribble.
patterns and emotions of the journey. continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh my... Oh my god.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Guys, sorry, for the sake of my eyes, I think I'm going to make the screen a little bit smaller here. It's kind of... Ugh. Took a little toll on my eyes there.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
I'm willing to make
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Ain't no way. Oh.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? Well, I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. Yeah, I don't know. What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
No, like, girl, what's your name?
Princess.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now
This
another.
is not cool, guys.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up and I'm pretty sure you're
Build your own
familiar with
harm?
the
I don't
rest
know
of it.
about this harm, guys.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need to do it now.
Potential to end the world. I don't think I do.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Getting you out of here, trying to free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust anything here. Do you know why you're here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever
He looks
seen.
different.
Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together. Do you know what happened to
I
me?
don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs manage to chew you up, I will devour you.
Yeah, that's a, ooh. I'm a little bit
I
scared.
don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
If I had let you out of here, what are you gonna do?
Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer?
I don't know.
What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person? I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
What are you? I mean, end the world? Fuck.
If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Well, we only got one choice here from what it seems like.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different.
Oh,
You
like
experience
shit.
a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't...
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Do you not have anything
Oh.
witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
For it all, narrator?
falls apart.
Ooh, what the fuck?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
There's like I guess I slayed the narrator. Yes! Guys, we got a #1 going without slaying the narrator.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, what the fuck is happening?
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
No.
We should help her. I think we did this.
No, we did not do this, okay? It's not our fault. Okay, we don't know.
They are
What?
surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Yeah.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Oh. Oh god. It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No, you just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. We just say nothing. Yeah, these options are fucking horrible. I don't know. No. No, I'm kidding. Dude, that'd be so fucked up if I just said no. Oh. It's going to... I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I don't know. How do you fix this? What is this? I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. Their narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Intuition? Is it intuition telling us that that
Then,
mirror is
What
bad?
the hell are we supposed to do?
Okay, well, we only have one option, and that's approach the mirror. Can we skip? What if we skip? Should we just look at the mirror? I don't know.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Yeah, the mirror never scared you before. Why are you...
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror? Guys, I'm so scared. Guys, I'm so scared. Guys, I'm so scared. Guys, I'm covering my eyes. Oh. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What the fuck? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What? What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other's weapons now? Well... fuck? you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Well, solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
I'm like you? Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Have you laid the princess yet? You know? I don't think so. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Dude, this isn't even the princess anymore.
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
What?
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
But hello, Miru. Railroad? You know, I kind of forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to do it. I'll try to do it tomorrow. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. That's my bad. My peanut brain did not remember. But so she's taken. Exactly. Yeah, I'm taken by Christy. 100%, guys. Oh, you guys would lay with this? You guys vibe with this? Damn, you guys are wild. I mean, no shame. No shame. No shame. You need 2 teams? I think I can make 2 teams. I think I'll be fine. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Interesting. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair. She has a point. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Interesting.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Huh. Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Interesting.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Wow. Okay.
Bring me more perspectives so
이제
that I may be whole,
한국말만
and perhaps then we
말씀하겠습니다.
know our freedom.
어쩌지? 음. 이거는 안 무서워? 내가 널 죽여야 되는데? 이거는 내가 얼마나 잊어버릴 거야? 이거는 몇 개 더 찾아야 돼? 어떡하지? 한국말이 그렇게 안 좋은데? 이거는 그거 게임을 더해서 게임을 더해서 그 엔딩을 다 찾아서 이렇게 되는 거 아니야, 이게? 그런 거 같은데? Emotional damage. 팡팡팡.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Everything until we meet again.
몇 개 더 찾아야 돼?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
내가 너를 멈추면 어떡할래?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
내가 너 도와주면 어떡할 건데?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
그럼 도와줄까?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
손이 되게 많아. 저기요. 저 한국말 잘 못하는데 어떻게 그걸 읽으냐고. 다 영어인데. 난 뒤로 안 볼 거야.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
그냥 하루 종일 기다릴까?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
아이고, 그건 아니고. 진짜 못하니까.
You'll
아이고.
always come
근데
back to the
라나
box.
어시얼?
Because you'll always want to know what it
니클스는
means to be you.
한국말 진짜 잘한다.
I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
응. 응? 어? 응? 어? 게임이 그냥 닫았는데? 그러구나. 아니, 그 게임이 그렇게 오케이. 어, 어, 아, 그냥 그렇게 돼 있구나. 알았어. 되게 신기하다. 그래서 다시 들어가면 다 없어지는 거야, 지금? 잠깐만. 게임 열을게. 아, 왜냐면 우리가 하루 종일 이제 먼저 그냥 기다린다고 해가지고, 같이 기다린다고 가면 이제 그 게임을 그냥 없어진 것 같아.
You have returned to me.
어?
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
아, 내가 그냥, 아, 그냥 까먹어야 돼, 그럼? 싫어. 싫어. 싫다고. 싫어. 알았어, 잊어버려. 됐어.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
알았어. 기억할게.
You won't.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
와, 이게 되게 신기하다. 어, 음, 음, 그냥 죽여버릴까?
You're
그냥
here to
죽여버리자.
slay
그럼
her.
가서
If you
죽여버리자.
don't, it will be the end of the world.
알았어, 갈게. 아, 알았어. 그러면 그냥 주영하게 가자.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
그냥 가자. 들어가자. 오,
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
알았어. 가져가.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
들어가자.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Oh my god, I'm free from
If the
Korean.
princess really
Okay.
lives here, slaying her is
Hello,
probably doing her a
Cyberstein.
favor.
Hello. Welcome. Long story short, what happened in the first run that I did was I first refused to go inside the cabin, and then they walled us in, so we had to go, and then there's some sort of weird mirror, and then the mirror disappeared, and then we found out that we're like, I don't know, we're some weird creature. We go in, there's like a bunch of weird spiraling stairs down to the basement. We choose the softest one. The softest one kind of dooms us, and then we wake up, and then the princess is in front of us out of nowhere. And then the more questions we ask the princess kind of split, like different princesses, like kind of came in from other dimensions, I guess, I don't know. And then she like merged into one, and she became some sort of creature, and then the world kind of disappeared, and it was just me and her, and then she was like, I don't know, she seemed to be like, she was talking as if she was like, I don't know, God or something. I don't know. She was like, I don't know, like she wasn't the princess, but like she was also the princess. It was weird. And then yeah. What?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Huh?
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds
It's me.
dangerous.
Knock knock.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No way, no. Steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening.
We're
as
just
you
here to
steal
slay the
resolve.
princess.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
What the hell is happening in my chat? See me so lit, not as lit as you. Damn, Chrissy's already okay. What's his riz? Yeah, what is she gonna do?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
What the fuck are we, man?
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
God.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I don't know. Of course she is. She's
Yes,
dead.
exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Yeah, I just wanted
Why
to
do I
know
feel
what
like we've
happens.
done something terrible?
I just want to know what happens if we just like go for it.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Let's
You open
skedaddle.
the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, The only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What? Where's the world?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping for a better
This
ending.
isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Slay the narrator.
This is what's best
Slay
for
the
everyone.
narrator. Slay
Trust
the
me.
narrator.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years
This
or
is
even
shit.
decades.
This is what is this?
It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Aren't you here, the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have the idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
I'm a psychopath.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of
I'm
pure
so
existence.
happy.
Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy.
Forever.
Forever.
Wow, yippee!
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Huh? There's no going back? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm not happy. And I'm just saying that because you're the last person I
Good.
talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
What do you mean, the blade?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Why wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Slay the narrator! Slay the narrator!
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
The hero wants you to keep yourself safe. This sort of happiness is not safe, is it?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
That's it? Chapter 2? There's a chapter 2 to this? The
You're
Spectre.
on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay.
But I already killed the
I can
princess.
assure you that you didn't. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll
The
just
voice
do
of
it
the voice
again.
of the cold is new. Yeah, this narrator. Fuck the narrator. We're gonna make his life miserable.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, it's because I listened to
Oh,
you.
we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Okay, big brain theory, guys. What if the narrators are two completely different people from the first chapter and the second chapter? So this one is actually nicer. I don't know.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you
200
instead
IQ theory,
transported
right?
to a different
Kinda
world
big brain, y'all.
entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Slay the narrator. Slay the
Just
narrator.
stay focused, will you?
Let's proceed.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she won't be.
He won't be a problem. What if we do it again? Think about it, guys. Oh shit. Ah!
The interior of the cabin is cold,
One minute.
a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You
The
can
mirror
hear
is
wind
back.
whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Okay, we already set the mirror before. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. Enter the basement. Let's approach the mirror again.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand.
Oh, it doesn't
There
even matter.
wasn't,
It's the
and now
same
it's
thing.
gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Should we take the... Let's just take the blade again.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building
Yeah, this
itself
is
feels dead.
this is very different. I don't know if I
If
like
the
this.
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Oh, she's dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh! What the fuck?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
A ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
She's
a
kind of
ghost
happy. I
supposed
don't know.
to do to us?
She's not smiling anymore.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Look, buddy, I'm sorry I killed you last time.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Yo, lady. Personal space. Personal space. Oh, shit.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Yeah, but how? She's a ghost. Like, what are we gonna do? Slay her again? Let's slay her again.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many
Yeah, this is
angles
what
you
I
strike
feared what
from,
would happen. We're not
all
gonna be
you
able to
manage
kill
to
her
do
again.
is
She's just
interrupt
dead.
her form,
She's a ghost.
the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Look, lady.
But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job? Or
Okay.
what?
Wow, that's a lot of options. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I've died too. I'm now not playing like you. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threw to me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? What do you want from me? Okay, okay, team. I'm out of thoughts. Slay the princess harder. We're slaying the
You
princess
swing at
harder.
the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
I just really wanted to know. Yep, really.
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
Whoa, whoa, back the fuck. I'm scared.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Keller. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
Wherever home is.
Yeah, I don't know where your home is, but I'm sorry, okay?
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
It is, actually.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Yeah?
Yes? Nothing happens.
Are
Okay.
you sure about that? Something should have happened.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss? Did you miss? I'm dead. Where's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Stare at her in
You
silence.
can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize
Oh, what?
it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Play the princess.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound.
I knew it would work. It would. Look at that, guys. Big brain.
But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly.
Guys, why is my heart yellow?
Did we get her?
Did we get her?
Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
Our heart?
See you soon, killer.
Okay.
Afraid you'll never know.
Oh.
As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, chapter 3, though. Chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood.
Okay,
Here
what the
we
fuck
go
is this?
Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we
Dude,
start
really? There
again.
is? I
She
didn't know
kills us
that.
as a goddamn ghost. We start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
That is sure I'm not human, huh?
Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
You know, I kind of like the voice of Nicole.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
Fuck
Of
no.
course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
Nicole is so butter's coated. What?
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real.
Fourth
The
wall
world
breaking it
real.
is.
The
It's real.
people in the world
game has
are
been really
real,
cool
and
so
the
far.
danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Are you just saying that revenge other lives? We've killed her and been killed by her. None of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall to just live forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. Interesting. No, we tried to turn around and leave. We tried that. We tried that. Let's proceed to the cabin. I want to know what happened to her.
Continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Yep. Let's enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark. A single narrow
What the
hallway
fuck
stretching far
is
into the
this?
distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly
there's
as opposing gusts of wind
with the
rush into the
fan.
building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Oh, I see.
The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed
The
to be a
narrator
pristine
never
blade.
sees the
Why
mirror.
isn't there a pristine blade?
So weird. I need to know the context behind
Great.
that.
Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation,
Dude, the
chill
fucking-
wind
the
raising
princess is
your
watching.
hackles as it
The
gently
ghost
pushes you
princess
forward
is watching.
towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the
I'm kind of
feeling
scared.
that you're
I'm gonna close
being
my eyes.
watched. We've always been watched.
I'm
You're
scared.
watching us right now.
I'm scared.
Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe
What
the
are the
mirror
odds she's waiting for us
clean.
right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
Closing eyes, Chris. I'm
What
scared.
you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Oh my god.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones
Oh.
snap.
Oh my god.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with a terrifying visage
What
of
the
the princess.
fuck?
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear.
Oh, what? Our dogs out in the open.
Far
Damn,
too
we got some
many
interesting
long,
looking dogs.
crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse.
Okay.
Well, maybe a lot worse.
Look, okay, I get I pissed you off.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it.
My
Completely
ankle.
helpless, just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a
Dude,
blade?
our ankle.
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Okay. I'm a victim in all this too. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my... Can I just open the door for you? That's fine. I actually came here to free you. Free you. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's see where this takes us. So... That's fine. I actually came here to free you.
Great! See you in a jiffy.
Okay.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Interesting.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Get up.
You're
I'm up.
awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know.
Not the crack.
You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
I'm alive. What happened?
I'd beg
Did she
you to
possess
resist,
me or something?
but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you? Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
Ah, we got possessed.
There's nothing wrong with facing your mistakes. I'll remember this. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Okay.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
What?
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body till it is a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes. Let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
What the fuck?
Slide me into submission. The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I walked to it. I placed your bloody hand on the door. I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
It's gone.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment.
Interesting.
I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
Ew. Whoa.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
I don't think we won.
What?
this thing again. But you don't answer her before she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Does she look different? Oh, she looks different this time. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Interesting. Huh. Attack the entity or destroy your body to get all endings. It does seem that way. Ready to go back?
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Now we're back
And at
here
the end of
again,
that
guys.
path is a
Why don't you
cabin.
look at that?
And in the basement of that cabin is a print. You're here.
Okay. What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very
Yes,
important
Mr.
task?
Narrator, you're kind of
Made it
sus.
this far, you might as well
Mr.
reach the
Narrator
end
has
of your
been
journey.
failing us throughout this entire journey. If you don't tell me why...
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
So we prevent her from leaving. That's all we need to do. Okay, what
The more
happened?
specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a
There's
princess.
zero faith in it? Okay, look, buddy.
Listen,
We put in
because
all
listening
of
to
our
her
faith
is in their nature.
in him in the
And when they
previous
do,
run. We did everything we
will come
wanted he
crashing
wanted
down.
us to do. And here we are. Okay.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you
Interesting.
listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Screw you, narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him.
I'm gonna go in. We're not even gonna take the knife with us. You don't know. We're gonna take the knife with us.
The
We're
interior
gonna
of
hold
the
on to it
cabin
though.
is
We're not gonna
almost
use it.
entirely
We're not
bare.
gonna use it.
The air is stale. The blade. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Points in
This is
deception?
an oppressive place. Her voice.
Who's there?
Of course not.
She sounds. Don't let it. Good.
Continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, I'm tightening my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the
Did you
only
say
weapon,
that?
so you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Glint at the princess while holding onto the blade, or find it. I guess we're at an impasse. What does impasse mean? I don't know what that means. Find it.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
No, Miss Narrator, I need you to back
Or
off.
drop the blade. Do something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually,
Oh,
something
stand
is
still.
going to give,
Okay,
and I
gotcha.
highly
How do you guys
recommend
notice? What the
you
heck?
be the one to take the initiative here.
I'm dropping the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay, let's
Against
talk.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're gonna. What do you have to say about that? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Not really. Whoa, I don't like the way she looks, but... No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust
Sooner
you.
or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
Shut up,
Hopefully
Mr.
soon.
Narrator. I'm talking to the princess. I'm trying to riz her up and understand her. Girly to girly, alright?
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I still have a few more questions.
Fine. What do you want to know?
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Okay, like how could to be fair, how can you like tell how long she's been down there though? Like she literally has nothing else. And to be fair, that is weird because she's like literally surviving without any needing food or water. But what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Thank you for the hydrate. Also, I'm not cheating on you. I'm just, trying to figure out what, I'm just, girly talk, Hold on, let me drink some water. I know. I'm just, I just want to understand her and let her know that I'm trying to understand her and not hurt her, I feel like I'm trying to, it's weird, but I'm trying to bring a bit more logic and common sense into this, If I was actually there physically, how would I talk to this lady? Guys, come on! Alright, so how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Mr. Narrator, I need you to just shut up. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I'm getting you out of here. What? No, she did. Should we keep her locked away till we figure it out? We're gonna figure you
That
out.
seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Alright. Let's examine the chains.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake.
Look, Mr. Narrator, alright? I followed you around for the past few runs, and let me tell you, you're making a huge
No,
mistake and
You're doing the right thing.
expecting me to do the right thing now.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams
No, she
shut.
really said that with no
You hear the
hesitation.
click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
This fucking narrator.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you
No.
were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save you.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding
Dude, how is she
pain.
not bothered by this? This
You
is
cut
crazy.
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
This fucking narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward
What?
and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No. Fuck you, Mr.
You're doing
Narrator.
your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
You gonna kill me?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
It's gonna kill me.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Chapter 2? Okay, we do have a chapter 2, so this isn't the end. I'm not like completely dead yet.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Yeah. Did you just... No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus.
Proceed to the cabin. I mean, I'm pretty sure she left now, right? Surely.
The interior of the
Whoa.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat
What?
and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it to...
Do we take the blade this time? You know what? I think we do.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old
Feels
stone
different.
staircase.
What the fuck is happening?
A few sputtering
what are you
torches
even talking
attempt to
about?
vaguely illuminate your path.
They're
dancing
making
across
fun of
glimmering
Nangja
patches
when
of
he's not even
slimy
here?
moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh no.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus.
She's
as
even
she
more
adjusts
chained
her
up?
hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Sorry, I thought I kept hearing something. Huh.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, I don't know.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
She seems to sound a bit more
We do have a
reasonable.
weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I don't know. I mean... Who's that for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Should I do it? Hmm. Give her company? Did I? I could. Did you just do that?
I wouldn't do that if... And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
We're gonna inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Okay.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
So we shackle ourselves with her. Now she's stuck with Okay, look. Think about it. It's good for us. Because now we're with the princess forever. And the princess is doomed because she's stuck with us.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Well, how's it going, princess?
So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
You've never
Not
seen
to
this
touch
before?
things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Huh? So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Did you know this is gonna happen? Wait in
You and
silence.
the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
I did not forget about Christy, okay? I just, I'm just focusing. Christy, I don't think that's romantic. I'm not gonna lie.
Anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Wow, just sitting
How
there?
exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changes?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Okay.
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And... I think he's gone.
Oh, the narrator's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
You look so tired.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh. He's so sad. Brain of Tor Christy. I'm dead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
God, the banter. Kuro, how are you enjoying the banter between Ghost and Christy, by the way?
But it feels so bad. Like looking at... You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Yep. You approach the
I
mirror.
don't like that sign.
Gaze. You wither. Proceed. approach.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it
Yeah,
make
tell
you
him when she's
worse?
still in the bus ride
Do you
home.
resent me? It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. How many more do I have to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. That's fine. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Hello, Miru. Keep your prisoner in check?
You're
Okay.
on a path. You're here.
Let's just silently continue to go.
You make your way up the short path.
So,
to
the
cabin.
thing I'm curious
You'll
about
find the princess
is what's gonna happen if we go and we don't take the knife with us this time?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not ignore. The interior of the blade. The door to the
Hello? Is someone there?
Ah, it's different if you don't take the knife.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Huh.
Good.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a way. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this...
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Do we just like go for like a let's try to help her all the way?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge... No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here.
Got that.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You
Okay.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but is someone
Oh.
else here?
And then we get
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your
Get me
shouts
outta
and
here.
pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you
alright.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay, so it still forced it. What should we do, guys? Should we still try to save? Okay, you know what? We're still gonna try to save.
Fine. Against your better judge, you cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her limb. She didn't know. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours.
Okay,
Blood
but she's
from her wounded
she's
arm
happier
drip.
this
How is
time.
she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are as the princess approaches the bottom step. Wait, this isn't watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, but the princess dodges, stumbling back. Stop it. Stop trying. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
It isn't.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest.
Okay, well, it's
tearing
different
through
though. It's
flesh
kind of
and
different.
sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally
Yeah, maybe.
doomed everyone. Whatever.
Try to give her the
She
benefit of
sinks
the doubt.
blade into
Benefit
your
of the
chest
doubt.
Again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel. Oh, but think about it. We come back
Your
and she
mama
actually
can't.
likes us.
A warning. She will forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us
Okay,
apart.
what the
but he
hell is
won't
this?
be able to
Okay, look,
withstand
Smitten,
the
voices
power
of Smitten.
our
We're not.
love.
I don't. Like, the princess and me literally have not
Last
done
time.
anything.
What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled.
The voice of
They
the
must
Rift
be
Master.
expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed. Alright, how's the cabin gonna look this time?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. The blade is your...
Let's just enter the base.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Huh.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said
Does she
we're
remember
dashing.
us?
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence. Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic
Yeah,
depths,
voice of the
and
Smitten
if
is
you
something
try
else.
anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a
Dude, there's gotta be
true
something else
believer.
to this. Like, there's no way it's this easy, right?
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
No, Mr. Narrator's so
What do we do
mean.
now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do
That
next.
sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the
Aw.
stairs, hand in hand.
Look at how cute
Ugh,
this
look at the way she's
is.
smiling at you.
Aww.
She doesn't
Putting
have to
aside
be
what
so
happened
happy
before.
about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I don't know, Mr. Narrator. I feel like, voice of the Riz Master was kind of been kind of a lot more positive about this than you have been.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door.
Together. Play.
Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Yeah, this man is just jealous.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world
Fuck
and
you,
make
Mr.
me
Narrator.
suffer.
I love the princess now.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Ooh. I don't know. Christy. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. Do we save? Let's try the first option.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world.
He doesn't like that.
All we need is each other.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love?
Not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
What if we stayed?
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
Oh.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our
That is
heart,
true.
she'd be happy here.
Voice of Rizmaster is not sounding like the voice of Rizmaster no more.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, but I do.
What? What am I doing?
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
What?
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
What?
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now. He's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle. And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
Opportunist? Yeah.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from, meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
What do you mean that's not good? Does it matter? We didn't use the last time, and the time before that she used to kill us. Where's the voice of Smitten?
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Huh.
Now
matter?
that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important. Of course the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Let's save. Should we approach the mirror first?
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain says there isn't one.
Huh.
Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even.
It is a really nice
I have
place.
to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great.
You're doing great.
But I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately
What?
want to know what
Dinner's
happened last
ready?
time, we are not going to
Okay.
examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Okay.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to
What the
illuminate
fuck is that?
tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance.
Are we just gonna ignore that?
The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room. The princess, seated at its far end.
I don't think that's a chair.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
You mentioned dinner on the stairs.
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives
What the
across the
fuck?
table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a
He's
feast
goated.
fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Yep. Eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
Damn, that does sound
This
good.
really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you.
But it's like
The
a
food
loop.
is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you
How
do
am I
it again.
eating so much?
The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right?
Like getting worse and worse.
Oh
Oh
my
God.
God. We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay, it's just a torch.
Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit, and everything will be okay.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we played a game?
Yes,
Sure.
I love games. I'm great at them.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent. even with
Not
little
Yu-Gi-Oh!
explanation.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
My grandfather has no pathetic cards.
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing. I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception.
Yeah, I sure can do anything for her.
The climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
Oh, she doesn't want to play again.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
I know, like, wait, we could just relax
you
and
do.
talk and stuff.
And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful.
Yeah.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realise how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
Aw. Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
Okay, tell me the truth.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
I don't know. We don't have to let it go out. Don't worry about what's gonna happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Maybe we also save this. What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I feel like this is all my fault.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so Maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Offer her your hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you, a comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin and your arms stretch to their limit, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god, this is... But you do not get a chance to respond.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Let me hydrate right now.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Let's approach the mirror.
This
Unravel. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me, but some of them are not me. Some of them are me. One of them is something else. I call him the narrator. And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't know. Okay, bye Apollo. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for stopping by. He does, but I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
What does cusp mean? Ready to go back. Oh.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. So we have to do it one more time.
You're on a path in the woods,
One more
and
time.
at the end of that path is your.
I don't know what your unraveled means, I'm not gonna lie. What are these?
Yes, but you'll.
Let's just silently go.
You make your way up the short path. Well, not ignore. The interior of the blade.
Let's just enter without it.
Hello?
This don't. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had. You walk down the stairs. I am begging you.
Hi. Okay.
I don't know. Oh, we keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Let's just lock her in the
I
basement.
know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh, yes, I can.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine, turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your.
We're locking her in
You
there.
close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Y'all.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
You're a monster? Should I just ignore her and go to sleep? Ignore and go to
Just
sleep.
ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped.
Oh, we're
And
fucked.
the door to the basement
We're cooked.
is ajar.
We're
Its
cooked.
lock broken.
We're fucking
and the
cooked.
table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
What the fuck?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
Oh my
one
god.
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't
Guys,
be.
give me a
This
break.
can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare.
You're on a path, you're here.
He's gonna kill me again.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's... Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, we have to voice the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Oh, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Wow, look at the deep
The
dark.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if... Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together.
Truly,
The princess has
truly.
not
Also, hello,
already
Lala.
gotten out.
I forgot to say
If you
hello
keep getting stuck
earlier.
in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your task awaits, and only you can do it. 'Your
You take the blade?
You reach down and pick the blade up. Oh, good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
We have a bomb, let's bomb.
The blade is the only thing you need
Like
to finish
TNT?
your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
I'm dead.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Into the basement.
You cross over the threshold
What the
and
fuck is
onto a
this?
series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below
there's
reminds
eyes.
you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to
Didn't
her.
you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted.
Something tells me she isn't gonna be very keen on talking anyway.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not gonna comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Guys. What if we do nothing? We just go back? I think we should go back.
You turn back to the stairs, only to a faintly outlined path.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
What the fuck is that?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
What
I
dinner?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Lungs, liver,
Huh, okay. So it doesn't.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Okay, fine, you win.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Look, Mr. Narrator. It's cooked, okay?
I'll be right behind you.
Nerves, heart. I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you would...
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin... Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Interesting.
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Lungs, liver, nerves.
I think
You
there was
haven't
one.
even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
The princess moves past you and into the cabin.
Sure.
This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
Okay, what do we do?
I said, what do we do?
Liver. Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lung. Liver. Okay, thanks. Heart. Lungs.
You're terrible at this.
I know, I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other...
What are you doing?
Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to...
Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Trust him.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Really? So you'd have them trust her?
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
Fuck that guy.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support.
But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later.
I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
All right, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open
Oh, that
the
scared me.
door.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Oh.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You
Divine intervention, yep.
You've actually done it. You've actually doomed nerves.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
The prince is exhausted, slumps to the
So
ground.
why is it so cold?
Interesting.
She's gone. And is that a... It's calling us.
Nothing?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator. The crow? It's a crow. You're the
The
narrator.
narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
In one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong.
Did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hoover?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Oh, I can't ask all of these. Hold up. What is the princess? Did you make her
She
too?
is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Why did you make her a
I
princess?
didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Interesting. Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
I don't know what to say. Do I? Like, I feel indifferent. I feel like, okay, if I had to be honest, I don't want to slay her in, like, overall ways, but I don't know. I haven't decided.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You're at a long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. One last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Huh? Oh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Okay.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Achoo! It has to be another way.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body.
Oh my god, I got
Fear
so
ruin
scared.
protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
Is that us?
But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Alt logic? Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Ugh. I don't know. You've acted as if the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
Independence.
Time you spent away from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you?
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
But violence has defined the thread of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know if I'm doing it right. Oh, there's no right or wrong.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
As the clash between you, evasive princess withdraws trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh my god, it's the hero. What do we say? You have no idea how good it is
It's
to hear
good to
you.
be here. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
What is...
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Oh. Oh. I don't know what to do.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Enter
No
the
blade it
basement.
is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point. Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us. But let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time.
looks
Just
off.
stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. Never gonna not you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
So good to see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
What do you think of her?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about. I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Can you tell me your name?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad. Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Just you and me.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Thanks
Don't
for
mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they notice, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once, but we're more ready than we're not.
Oh my god! Holy shit. That was a nice game. That was nice. That was a lot nicer than I thought it'd be. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. Yay! Wow. What were your thoughts on that so far, guys? I don't know if I did the right things. I mean, considering I've reached the credit, I'm assuming I did do it right, question mark? I don't know. I know that there's no right or wrong from what you guys said, right? And what the game said. Is there more? Only choices. Aww. What? There's so many. Holy shit. I think that's definitely gonna be it for me. But it was a nice, enjoyable game. Maybe I'll stream it again in the future so we can try to like unlock everything we can. I shall. Thank you guys for coming by today's stream. It was really fun. I was like so into the story. Sorry if I was quiet. I was like very into like their narration. Aw, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming by. Yes. I hope you guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you guys over there. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Bye everyone. Bye. Good night. God.